Torah tells us after Esav and Yaakov meet, and he sees Yaakov's family, he says, who are all these people? V'yomar, and he answers, he says, Hayolodim asher chonan Elokim es avdecho, the children that God graciously had given to his servant, to yours. Vatigashna, and each of the families come and they approach Esav and they bow before him. So the first ones to approach Esav were the maidservants and their children. Then it was Leah and her children. And then Yosef and Rachel, his mother, and they bowed. So the obvious question is, by all the others it says, the mothers, the maidservants and their children, Leah and her children. When it came to Rachel, the Torah mentions Yosef before Rachel. Yosef and Rachel, and they bowed. So Rashi cites Chazal, all of them, the mothers, approached before the sons. When in regard to Rachel approached Esav before his mother. Omar, what did he say? Why? Imi fastor. My mother is a beautiful woman. Shema yitle bo'enov osa rosha. Maybe he's going to allow his eye to come upon her and to benefit from her beauty. Emot kenegdo. I will block his vision. Va'akvenum l'stakel bo. And I'll prevent him from gazing upon her. Mikan zocha Yosef l'birchas aleyoyin. And because of what he had done, now he merited the brocha. He's above the eye. He's not subject to others' eyes. As he did not allow Esav gaze to come upon his mother, Hashem says, no gaze will come upon you. And that's why he merited aleyoyin. What exactly was it concerned? He wasn't concerned that chas v'sholem there'd be a battle that he'd want to take. Roch leimenu. He says, this Russia, his eye should not gaze upon the beauty of my mother. That was it. And if she will gaze, I mean, Rachel, she's not in any way at fault. She's not guilty of anything. He's an evil man. So what did he, and because of that, he merited aleyoyin, that the eye cannot come upon him. He's protected from the eye. We'd mentioned that the Gemara tells us, and the Chazal tells, the Medrash tells us, in Zaroshel Esav nofel b'yad Zaroshel Rachel, that the progeny of Esav could only fall into the hands of Rachel. Rachel imenu, her progeny. That means Yosef, Ephraim, Menashe, his children, and Binyamin. They are Zaroshel Rachel. That we say that Yosef is lahova, that Yosef is the flame, and is able to consume the kash, which is Esav. This ability is inherited from Rachel. Now, what was Rachel? Rachel imenu, the Torah goes and describes her beauty. Yifas toav, yifas mareh. She was exceptionally one of the most beautiful women who ever lived. Now, this woman, who was one of the most beautiful women who ever lived, what was she? She was a holy woman. She took that beauty, she took that physicality, and what did she do? She dedicated it, and she dominated it only for Kedusha, only for Avodas Hashem, to serve God. Nothing but that. There wasn't an aspect of physicality that was for the sake of physicality. It was only medium to serve God. What was Esav? Esav, his essence was what? Was material. Material was an end unto itself. That was Esav. So Esav, material dictates his life. Rachel imenu, she dominates and dictates the material. As a result of this, she herself, her children, are able to dominate Esav because he's physicality and she represents the one who dominates physicality. Therefore, in Zarosha, Esav nofel b'yad Zarosha Rachel, for that reason. Now, when Esav is going to look at Rachel imenu's beauty, in what context is he going to put that beauty? He's going to put it in the context of what he is, which is a disgrace. It's for him to utilize. That's in his context. That's the way he's going to perceive her and process it. It's a disgrace. It's a chil Hashem. Here we have the epitome of Kedusha, something that's sanctified and holy, which is the equivalent of the Merkava, and he sees it within his own context. It's a chil Hashem. Therefore, he blocks his gaze. So just as he had the ability, although he's relatively speaking a child, to stand up against this person, and he would not allow his eye to come upon Rachel, because in what context is it coming upon? Of material dictating his life. So was Yosef Zoch merit? What did he merit? That he will dictate others. No eye will come upon him. Nothing within the physical will ever dominate him. That's the aliyoyin. That's the measure for measure, as he did not allow this eye to come upon his mother, because it's the physical, because what do they represent? They dominate and dictate the physical. Identically, no eye will come upon him, because he dictates the physical rather than the physical dictating his life.